Hello, hi, my beautiful collective. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Lotus, Lotus the Sage. Today's wonderful pick a card is going to be, what should you be celebrating? So we have three options as per usual. We have these scrolls that have tarot cards or a rune or some sort of other mediumship or divination, depending on, what is chosen here. And then we'll go into the bulk of what you should be celebrating, and then we're going to do a Lenormand reading today and see what else we find. So my lovelies, this is for part 1, this is for part 2, and this is for part 3. Alright, I'll see you at your choice. Welcome my pile ones. So we're going to start off with your scrolls and find out what you should be celebrating. These guidance cards are going to give us a little bit of extra juice into what you should be celebrating, and then we'll get some context with the Lenormand. All right, let's see what your first one says. You have a tarot card, the Page of Cups. I will read it to you. Let's see that. A new member is about to join the family. Welcome the new with enthusiasm. Good soil grows beautiful flowers. Your affirmation. I lovingly welcome new people into my life as I know only good can come my way. Repeat whenever you need. That is your first one. Page of Cups. Second one. You have a rune. You have the 𝚑𝚘𝚕𝚘 rune. It says, protect yourself and your home until the storm passes. There is a lot going on and the air is electrified. Stay close to base and try not to venture out until the air has been cleared. Your affirmation. My home is a safe haven where I feel warm and safe. When at home, practice breathing deeply and remaining still. Interesting. I like where this is going though, pile 1. And your final scroll is another rune. Nice. 𝚘𝚎𝚕𝚘. It says you will enjoy success and will make the necessary transformations effortlessly. Things are going well and transitions occur smoothly, so be happy and express your gratitude. Your affirmation, I am deeply grateful for all the good in my life. Repeat this affirmation every day. It helps you appreciate the good and remember to be thankful. So my loves, it feels at first what you should be celebrating here is some sort of new addition, a new person, a new energy into your immediate circle or into your family. The other is about feeling safe and protected in your home, feeling stable, supported, understanding when to, put more attention in and when to be still. And then finally, you have this beautiful ease of transformation, success, joy. It's lovely. So it's a really lovely progression, and it feels in honor of this new addition to this close circle, family, etc. I love that. Let's see what your guidance cards say. Look at this. Number 33, Peaks of Joy, like we were just talking about with that 𝚬𝚘𝚘 energy here. Things are going really well. It's what I feel like. It's like this beautiful addition I really do think is the biggest deal. Like whatever it is, whether it's another human being, if it's a new human being, or an animal, a creative project, a best friend, like it doesn't really matter. Like it can play on so many spectrums. But what I'm feeling here is like they're asking me to look at this second rune here again. There's a lot going on and the air is electrified. Stay close to the base. So that's what I feel like. I don't feel like this is in like a cautionary tale kind of energy of protection. It just feels like I said, in honor of this new edition. So there's like a little bit of extra attention and want to be around this. It's beautiful. I hope I'm explaining this well. And then, interesting, 24. And this is talking about letting go. So this is interesting. So maybe there is that tug of war, right? Of when I was talking about understanding or learning to be still, or when to put more focus in. This is what this feels like. It's like there are going to be moments where you're going to have to let the energy go, and allow it, so to speak. Not to hold on too tightly to these things that we love, that we don't overbear it. There's that kind of energy. So not to get too attached. That's the best way I can describe this. So that we can allow ourselves to play more fluently within the energies that are occupying our field right now. Okay. And then it says, you can be a caregiver and rescuer, but be sure you're your own caregiver first. Exactly what we were talking about here. That's exactly it. Better said, So that's what I'm getting here. This is sometimes we have to pull away, step away, make sure you're taking care of yourself, that not all of your energy is there. Some sort of detachment is necessary. Regardless, that is what you're celebrating, what you should be celebrating. I'm already like smiling. I can't even close my mouth. So, okay, here we go. Let's get some Lenormand cards, my lovelies. What should 𝚑1 be celebrating? Let's get some context. I'll get 5 cards first, and then I will show you. You have the coffin first, the anchor. All right, I'm going to show you first then. The coffin. The anchor. The man. The sun. And the ring. Wow, pile 1. Okay, so there's a lot of energies that came out for me with this, and in addition to what has been already received. So the very first energy, I'm going to speak about this in layers. Hopefully this will not be too confusing. So whichever scenario seems more fitting to your scenario, of course, make that energy apply, but use the messages as they hit you. So what I'm getting here, this coffin card here, in particular in this fairy deck, there's a bigger emphasis on intuition and initiation. So there's like a new phase, a new chapter is what I'm getting, more so than the focus on the death energy. However, the death energy is present. So, however, in the past, for example, there could have been like a death in the family, like it could have been a grandfather, a husband, an uncle, a brother, but a masculine energy in particular. And ever since that loss, there hasn't really been like a new sense of, or a reason for joy. That was one of the first energies I got, especially when the male card came out. So that is a possibility here as a past energy. With that being said, there's this like wanting to now like anchor and hold on to, which is that attachment energy I was feeling, to not lose any type of this joy, that is this new joy that's coming into your life, which also has to possibly do with the masculine energy. Like I said, whether that's a person, a new human being that's just entered this world, any type of animal, like it doesn't really matter, but it feels more specifically like a masculine energy, either it being a romantic involvement or an actual baby. Those are the two strongest energies. However, this can play out however, friend, best friend, etc. So as I was saying here, it feels like there is this want to anchor in and hold on so very tightly to this masculine energy, to this new joy, to this, again, these peaks of joy that seem to have been fleeting in your past, or non-existent. And this new sense of hope, sun, excitement, again, joy, success, love, all of that, But Spirit's saying, you can still be that caregiver, but don't forget to give to yourself. And I think this is where this commitment is coming to. You can still have your commitments to what is beautiful, joyous, and where you want to bring your attention. However, you still need to make sure that you're committing to loving yourself just as fiercely. Okay, let's get the next layer of Lenormand. Sorry, my third layer, my apologies, I gave you two. So my third layer here, again, talking about the initiation into something that you want to hold on to. You want to anchor in, you want this to last, in other words. So whether this is specifically, if this has to do with another person, that is possibly a friend, romantic relationship, etc., not a baby, that can be that energy where you really want to make this last. You want this to be like, the one that stands the test of time, that your brightest star. Like that's that energy too. You want to commit to this energy and you really want to anchor and hone this and not have past energies of like broken relationships or divorce or whatever the case is. That's another flow of energy that's in these cards too. Okay, here we go, next layer. We have the fox. We have the path. We have the book. We have the bouquet. And we have the letter. Okay, my 𝚘𝚘s. Again, apologies for the glare. I just keep having to apologize to you guys, hey? So, this is interesting. So I'm going to just tackle this row first before I start to blend the messages that I'm feeling here. So what I'm getting here from you, my viewer, is there is this caution. That's the word. There's a caution in possibly more so on your emotions. So it feels like I feel like I have to be like cunning and stealthy and very strategic and very calculated and sure about which path I take now. And there is an unknown, there is a variable, there is a secrecy here when it comes to this masculine energy or this new thing that's entering your life, this Page of Cups energy. So there's an unknown, there's an unwritten story also as a possibility, is what I just heard. But that possibility is a beautiful gift. It's an offering, of this brightness, of unspoken love, possibly, a commitment that you possibly can't imagine, a love that you probably can't fathom. So there's some sort of mystery and magic is really the right word that Spirit wants you to keep alive and allow, as opposed to, again, and possibly that holding on too tightly or possibly even being too weary that you in some way like fearfully step in the opposite direction, or again, in other words, self-sabotage. So that's that first layer of what I'm getting here in whatever context, if that has to do with, an actual baby or relationships in some form. So with the fox underneath here with this initiation, there's a sense of, again, approaching it in a different way because of past experiences, period. I don't think that is neither good nor bad. I think it's just a matter of fact, and I think it's an approach that you feel most comfortable with, so I have zero objections to. It's just, there's always two sides to a coin. That's all that this is. So that's what I'm feeling here. And what I'm getting here with this anchor energy and this path, it's like I have to anchor in this choice. I cannot make a bad choice this time. There's a feeling or a sense of timing here, or feeling like one's running out of time, or missing opportunities, and I don't feel like Spirit wants that to be your focus, because they're bringing me to this fairy here looking back into that shadow path. Not that one is either or, but for some reason, this feeling today, because I usually feel the fairy approaching the path, and this feels like you're coming out of this, looking back, being like, do I go back to where I came from, or do I take this new route with the sun? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is what it's feeling like for me today. And again, with this anchor energy of wanting this thing to really be solid, to really be stable, to really last, So that's that layer, regardless of how it plays out. So as I said, I feel like this path towards the sun, which is this allowance and acceptance and lovingness of this new energy, this masculine energy possibly coming in for you, of course is going to be a mystery, a secret. It's a path you haven't taken before. It's a journey you haven't experienced before. It's an energy you're excited to explore and yet hesitant to F up. In whatever capacity. But Spirit is saying this is a beautiful gift. Just don't doubt it and take it in. All of this information we are sending to you, this is literally the what's written in here, with this closed book. I have a letter for you, the first page. Let's put it this way, yes. The first page of what's in this closed book at the moment. And that's about the commitment to yourself, the commitment to this new energy, the commitment to being able to have interdependence as opposed to codependence, releasing that attachment energy, embracing the flow of the now, staying present in what you feel, honoring the choices. It's really lovely. I don't normally do this for Lenormand, but I want to look at the bottom of the deck. See the snake. You see, there is this fear. That's why there's again, this slithering, like I have to tread. Look. The heart right next to it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's something like I still have to be a little bit more stealthy, or there's more information I need, or again, this cunning, sneaky, you just don't want to get messed, apologies, I want to swear, you don't want to fuck it up, and you don't want to get fucked over. That's legitimately the driving energy here, but you can't ignore, this is what Spirit's saying, that's what you should be selling. You can't ignore the feeling that this is bringing in, the energy that you feel, the want also for it. So Spirit's just honor that, my lovely. You can't go wrong with that feeling. You're way more, you're well better equipped now to handle anything, and you'd see it from a mile away now. I just think that you're being a little extra cautious. I don't think you need to be as cautious. I love you, but I don't think you need to be that cunning. All right, my loves, let's get your closing messages. So that's what you should be celebrating. I understand the hesitation naturally, of course, but I think it's a really good perspective on it gave me a great perspective, I should say, on what's happening and why there is this hesitation, especially when you know that love is literally around the corner. Literally. Oh yeah, and the key right behind that. Damn, guys. Get it, 𝚤1. Okay. That's interesting. I wasn't ready, but this is time with the tree. That's you here, the caregiver. Give to yourself. Okay, closing messages for 𝚤1. What should they be celebrating? Any kind of reminders? Let's see how these might piece together. If I feel they don't make as much sense, I'll just grab more. Some empowering information. That's exactly right. This is that letter to this, whatever this news is coming in, this person or information. Beautiful, empowering in some way. We've already established that. I love that. So don't doubt that. That's triple down, pretty much. a sacred space, which we know that you need for yourself. Look, and time to set intention. Time to set an intention. And what is that intention, my love? To be able to give to myself, to be able to trust, still to have my boundaries, but just still to be open and ready to accept and willing to open my heart. A hand on the heart. Be willing. Like you are, it's just there's a little bit of hesitation and a little bit of caution. So, my beautiful collective of Pal One, I hope these messages were celebratory in your ears also. I still was smiling the whole way through. I think you have a lot to be proud of, a lot to be celebrating, and really excited about what's to come for your future. Sending you so much love. Until next time, please keep wanting your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my beautiful Pile 2s. Okay, we're going to start off with the scrolls over here and find out what you should be celebrating. For one of the things. You have an animal spirit, and you have the lizard. I'll read it to you. The universe is sending you messages. You've been visited by the lizard. The universe is sending you messages, Be receptive to messages in any form, for they hold clues and secrets for the future. Your affirmation, the universe speaks to me and I listen carefully. The booster, be open to messages and signs and write them down. This exercise will be very useful. Lovely. So any type of, well, not any type of lizard. I just feel like lizards in general, but maybe that reptilian family might be more extra significant when it comes to like symbologies of animals besides the lizard. Just one of the things that just popped into my head, just an FYI. But it looks like there's going to be spirits giving you a lot more information or downloads or showing you different ways of communicating to you. Nice, yep. And then you have medium. And this medium is the palm reader, tells you to take a break. Truth in the message, hard work pays off, but so does a well-deserved break. Take some me time to relax and meditate. Be still, be silent. Your affirmation, I listen to my needs and allow myself time to rest. Your booster, take a few minutes every day to be silent. Close your eyes and just rest your body and mind. Yeah, I think that's also a part of that listening, spirit giving you new signs. Maybe that's the reason why you're going to be getting what the celebration is you getting some time to actually rest, to like reconnect with your own gifts and what spirit wants to deliver to you in new messages or new ways of communicating with you. Oh yeah, for sure. And then you have a tarot. And you have the Justice card. It says, be prepared to face the truth. Yeah, this is all about this. The truth is not always pleasant, but it is better than living a lie. Face it, deal with it, and move on. Your affirmation, I see clearly and take the right decisions. All is well. Booster, write 21 times, I accept all life's lessons, and I move into the light. Throughout the day, say, all is well. So you have the lizard spirit, palm reader, and a tarot card. So what this energy, like I said, is making me feel like is spirit is trying to communicate with you to send you help in particular in a different form, like a different medium. And then you're normally used to communicating with spirit. And or there's been like a disconnect recently, or you haven't had enough time to really sit with yourself to make these clear decisions, to find out and face the reality of what's going on, or even just to address what's actually happening. Interesting. Okay, my lovelies, let's find out what your first guidance card or your first card is. Magic Stream. Brilliant. This is so interesting. This is also, the Magic Stream, talks about like this never-ending cycle, this continuity of the grander design of things. And you know, like what you put in comes back, that kind of flow. So what I'm seeing here is there's a feeling anyway, I should say, of you not needing to worry. That's what I'm getting like right now. There's a feeling of you not needing to worry. I don't think that your situation necessarily would automatically make you feel that type of way. Don't get me wrong. But that's what I'm getting from Spirit. It's like you are, I heard, coveted in a golden purity that is being cleansed now. Your environment being cleansed. So this difficulty or this past energy of, I don't know, too busy or not enough time, or again, not being able to sit with self, is coming to an end. Or the difficult, I don't know what it is, but there's something that's here that is, there's some sort of strife. That's what I feel. And I don't feel like this necessarily is like a hard justice on you. I feel like it's just a matter of fact. You can finally sit with it and not be overly emotional or reactive in some way. And again, this like ebb and flow or this give and take of certain energies. But there is a feeling of, you can sort of let Spirit hold you in this. This is interesting. There you go. That's the feeling. Number 36. Which is like limitations, restrictions. So this beautiful winged human over here is entangled in these threads here, not aware that that sword is available for her to cut those ribbons or cut those ties. And this particular energy feels like a past energy, meaning I don't feel like you had time to sit in this grace, in this stillness. It was just dealing and dealing and dealing and dealing and not really analyzing. It just had to be dealt with. There was like a bulldozer of energy is what I'm getting. So what I'm feeling here that you should be celebrating, or what Spirit's saying to celebrate, is knowing that this is coming to an end, this particular strife, and you do have the ability to put this to an end. So we're helping you by sending you signs, sending you spirit animals, giving you, knowing that justice will be served, allowing you to really tap into that tactile way of being present with self, you know, and addressing the issues that are at hand, which is facing the truth. What did they say here in the other? Yeah, to meditate and be still. Interesting. You're the only pile that got 2 cards. I totally understand why 2 cards came out for you now. First one is, there is no wrong you can do that God won't forgive you for if you have realizations of your actions. There it is, my love. You've already realized what your contribution may have been to this, you know, particular strife that I'm feeling that you were going through, not being able to sort of find that peace, possibly because of guilt. I'm not sure, you know, but whatever that is for you, like I said, Spirit can hold you. And that's what God's doing here for you, if that's, you know, how you connect. But the main thing is, if you've realized what your actions have done, Spirit's already forgiven you. Like, it's already done. So I wouldn't, you know, that's what I'm really feeling like. Spirit is here to like bathe you in peace. And then, if you plant seeds of caring and kindness, before you know it, you'll have a garden. Exactly. That's it. And that's what Spirit wants your focus to be on. Caring and kindness. And that's for yourself also. So that is what Spirit mainly is letting you know that you should be really celebrating, is the recognition, the realization possibly of your own participation in the situation, you being able to be still, knowing that Spirit is here to help you, knowing now that you are going to plant better seeds for yourself in whatever capacity that this may apply in your life, knowing you've already been forgiven. Period. That's beautiful. Okay, let's get some Lenormand to get some context here, my lovely. What does pile 2 need? Should they be celebrating? Some context behind it. So we have the dog, the birds, the clover, the tower. I'm going to get 5 cards, just so you know. And the bouquet. This is interesting. I'm getting toggled between 2 energies and I'm not sure possibly which one applies, and I want to sneeze also. Excuse me. So there's a possibility for some of you. I'm getting a betrayal energy all of a sudden, and this may be what this strife I was feeling is about. Because what I'm getting here, when it comes to the Lenormand, we have the loyalty with this dog energy here, and then we have the birds, and the birds can talk about chatter, gossip though, and gossip was a heavy pull that I was getting. So it's almost like somebody talked behind your back or did something or spoke ill of you behind your back in some regard. This is the first energy I'm getting, however. But you were protected. And like I said, there is this protection around you. You were protected. There was a there was a fortuitous opportunity on the grander scheme of things, the magic stream, for you to understand something, to recognize something, to address something. Again, to see the truth in a matter. And then the tower comes out here, which talks about longevity. It talks about responsibility. It also talks about authority. It talks about higher ups, also talks about a perspective. So I'm not sure if spirit is this tower for you, or if this is the energy of the person, or the where the disloyalty may have come in. I don't know why I'm getting a negative, like a difficult energy, I should say, first. But this feels like a blessing in disguise. It's like, that's one energy. Okay, the second energy I'm getting here, because we're talking about the first 3 scrolls that came out too when it comes to what you should be celebrating. And we're talking about new messages, right? So I feel like there is trust. You can trust this, be loyal to the messages that are coming in for you. They're lucky. They are what you need to hear. They're a way to build, to stabilize, to ensure a beautiful, successful, long-term, whatever it is you're seeking in your life. Future, career, love, friends, etc. That's very clear here, So that first energy is definitely apparent for some, or definitely in their life is what I'm getting at, because it was a very strong energy. Okay, so what else I'm getting here, my lovelies, is I just feel like they don't want you to feel like you're alone. The main focus is you have protection. Just listen to what we are sending to you, because it will help you. That's how we're trying to send you help. Main messages. That's beautiful. Okay, let's get your second layer. Yep, the lady. Or the woman, I should say. The letter. Speaking with like communication, right? The man. The lilies. And the bear. I love it. Sorry about the glare. So I'm just going to tackle the bottom row first before I start to blend the energies. So my love, again, reiterating through the second row first. This is, I'm getting, is your energy first, because it's the first card, generally speaking, of this row. So I'm feeling that this is you regardless of gender. This is your energy, that you are receiving information. Information is coming in for you. Again, could have to do with a person. Like I said, there was a sense of betrayal in that first energy, but there is loyalty. There might have been some injustice before, but again, and or there's a new energy coming in for you that's helping with this, that is a part of what this information here is. That's one energy. Second, this masculine energy can be an older figure in particular, like somebody you'd go to for advice, a grandfather, an older uncle, a professor, a psychologist, you know, that kind of energy. It could be any of those things, but it feels like an older energy that has your best interest at heart and has your back. Especially double down with the bear coming out, which is a double down protector energy, that mama bear type of energy, also about power, also about authority. So what I feel, my lovely, is you are definitely heavily spiritually protected. That is one thing you should for sure be celebrating. Two, the end of this difficult cycle of whatever it is that had happened in your past is no longer a part of this future energy that I am seeing here currently. Three, Spirit is giving you messages, sending you help, allowing you to be still so that you can receive them clearly and justly and understand and address your real life actuality of your situation with clarity. You will have what you need. You'll be supported in the ways that you need to. If there was any malice done, I would not even worry about that, because there are some very strong energies in the 3D and in the spiritual realm that are here supporting you. So that is what needs to be celebrated. So keep your focus on that instead of the strife or any of the blame, shame, guilt, any of those shitty emotions that come with difficult situations. Okay, so as we're blending these energies now, my love, again, there is a loyalty to you. Bottom line, this is Spirit saying loyalty to you. We are coming in quickly for this communication. It's just a different energy of the writer, in my opinion, but bringing you information that's going to be fortuitous. And masculine energy will be involved in some capacity of this information. There is this protection, authority, respect, responsibility, guidance, nurturance, religious aspects in this possibility too. Again, this side note, this can have to do with a divorce to separation of some kind, some sort of legal battle, all of those things. So apply these, energies, how this may fit in your life. And then finally closing it off with the bouquet, a gift, an offering of protection, of love, of support. Like it's really good. So that's what I'm really feeling Spirit's like trying to force you into seeing more instead of into this strife energy. Since I did it for pot 1, let's see what's at the bottom of your deck. The Stork, which is a new beginning. A new beginning, my friend. Absolutely new beginning. That also can deal with travel and movement. It could be any type of new addition into this beautiful trajectory of your future. Oh, my beautiful collective. That's awesome. Let's get your closing messages. I love that for you. Okay. Maybe some guidance, some closing words, some reminders of what Spirit wants you to think about while you celebrate. Some good tunes. Yes, listen to some music. Reset that vibe. Some good company. Absolutely. Exactly what you need. And a therapy session. Boom, like we talked about, right? We talked about that over here. So some good tunes. This is the stillness energy, right? This magic stream. Some good tunes. Be still, receptive, meditate, Put yourself around good company, good people that are there for you. I can already feel that they're here. And if you need any type of therapy session that this may entail, please do not hesitate to go into that. Yeah. Yeah, I just think that you just need to just double check if there's any extra doubts there for sure, but take that. Oh, my beautiful collective. Those are beautiful messages. I'm hoping that you were celebrating as you were watching this. I'm hoping. Either way, I'm sending you so much love. I hope this was helpful. And until next time, please keep on in your lives. Ciao. Welcome, my beautiful pile 3s. Let's find out what you should be celebrating. We're going to start off with the scrolls. All right, your first one is medium. The psychic says you know what to do, and now is the time to do it. I'll read the rest to you. Truth in the message. You have known for a while what to do. You were wise to wait before moving forward. The time has now come to get up and step into action. Affirmation. I am totally ready to take action, and fulfill my dreams. Your booster. Make a to-do list, prioritize, and get started. Lovely. So it feels like your first thing to celebrate right now is a spiritual knowing, a deep knowing that now is the time to move, setting things into motion, action time. Message 2. Solar system. You have Mercury. Speaks of communication and travel, and so stay alert for information. Truth in the message. There is much coming and going these days. Be open to receive news and enjoy unexpected pleasures. Your affirmation. I am open and receptive to messages and exciting changes. Your booster. Be alert to recognize useful information and important messages. So double down on psychic messages, spiritual messages, messages from Mercury in particular, but there's like a definite like astrological timing and like spiritual timing here. It's all connected for you about something that is ready to be done, And then you have the animal spirit of the hedgehog. And it says, you have been visited by the hedgehog. Keep going no matter what. The truth in the message. Don't give up. You are nearly there. Affirmation. I am a winner. Booster. Repeat under your breath all day long. I am a freaking winner. Ganyo. Here we go, my piled threes. Sorry about this. Here we go. So my loves, that's what it feels like thus far anyways, about what to celebrate here is a deep sense of knowing, ready to launch something, ready to take action towards something, spiritual downloads. Mercury might be a really significant planet for you coming up, or in general. The hedgehog spirit is here to let you know to keep going. You're almost there. You're the winner. All right, let's get your first message too. Slow and steady. Keep going. You're the winner. Slower pace, slowing down. You can appreciate the juicier aspects of your life. Yep, receiving these messages. Like I said, it's that hedgehog, just don't give up. You're nearly there. And then, beautiful, we have acceptance. So there's a twofold message when this card comes out. There is a comfortability and a poise in the direction that you're heading, in the people that you're joining, and the environment that you're in. You have amalgamated nicely, harmonized well with the environment. However, there is still a reminder or a caution to, are we fully okay with this persona that we have allowed or embodied? You know, is this fully sustainable? Is this a temporary phase? There's something about that energy too. So however I feel, my lovely, what I feel like they're talking about is this slow and steady for you. You've had to slowly what this feels like is like gain acceptance. It took a long while for you to sort of get to this sort of place or status or pedestal or acknowledgement or achievement, however that might be, but you're finally almost there is what I'm getting, slow and steady. And I don't think that there's like too much, in my opinion anyways, thus far, of a worry about losing oneself within this. However, the caution is still there. I just don't feel that that's really the strongest energy. It feels like finally I can stand tall among my peers and feel as their equal, as opposed to still being in sort of a student-teacher relationship energetically, or literally. Interesting. Let's see the next one. It says, you can spot dark entities because they act like they're never wrong and everything is about them. You don't need them in your life. Interesting. So maybe that was a choice. That was a choice to step into this particular dynamic or group or energy or do this thing, whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. It's like I love how the energies of the cards, if you can see them here, both of these women are looking in this direction. This one's like spotting. It's like the evil eye, not the evil eye, but the eye right behind your back looking out for you. You know, it's like you can spot all of these dangers, and now that you're walking in the direction of what you want, taking action towards what you want, how you want to go about it, the people around you, like that's something definitely to be celebrated, something that you have gained through this slow and steady process of you gaining this accolade or acknowledgement or achievement. It's beautiful. I love that. Let's get some Lenormand so we can get some more context and find out what else you should be, or what you should be celebrating, and some context behind it. We have the cross. The mice. The bouquet. Came out in every pile today. The woman. I'm going to take the one I flipped up. And the fox. Keep this right here. So, first layer of energies that I am seeing here, my loves. So, when the cross comes out in the Lenormand, there's, again, a twofold energy. There's one about what I consider a difficult destiny to fulfill. That's how I generally take this cross card in the Lenormand. It also talks about a heavy sense of faith, again, this deep sense of knowing that it's something, you know, that you have to do. This is a responsibility. It's detailed. It's tedious. It could be annoying at times. It could have been frustrating for sure. But what I'm seeing here is the slow and steady. You powered through. You gained what you needed to gain, and now there's this opportunity. There is a gift now being given to you, or the opportunity to show your gift in some way, and this is your energy, my lovely. When it comes to this beautiful fox, this cunning energy, this been through some shit, so I know how to sniff out the dark entities, those people who are never wrong, or that I'm in the wrong always, or whatever the case may have been. You know, there is this different energy than it came out in pile 2 when it comes to the fox. Naturally, that's what the Lenormand does. So what I'm feeling here, my lovely, is there's this beautiful sense of fulfilling a destined path and finally getting to be able to show the hard work, the fruits of your labor, and being fully acknowledged for that success, for that development, for that growth, for your work. But you've been through some shit. Like, you had to go through it. Like, it was not an easy journey for you to get to. You didn't just happen to come there overnight. Like, you've been at this for a minute. Like, a minute. So, my loves, I feel like that's part of the reason why you need to be celebrating this. Is like you went through the most amount of stuff for you to be able to stand proud and poised and carry on this persona of what you want for your life. Then you have, that new beginning with the stork. A journey too. Then we have the anchor. I just heard Spirit had to put you through it so you wouldn't falter when the naysayers show up. There's always going to be, as we all know this, right? The naysayers, the people who don't believe, the people who want to just create an argument just to have some sort of conflict, whatever that case is. It feels like you had to sort of go through all of this is the analogy. They're giving me that person who starts off as like the stock boy that ends up being the CEO or the, of that company, or the head honcho eventually. That's this process. You had to literally start from the ground to build up, and it took you years. It could have taken you a lot of time. It could have taken you a lot of money. You could have been broke at a good chunk of your time here doing this. You're finally getting some flow. Like, there's a whole bunch of energies that they're showing me here. Then you have the dog, the sun, beautiful, yeah, and then the fish, so fitting. Sorry about the glare. So my lovelies, again, I'm just going to tackle the bottom row, and then I'll combine them. This beautiful new opportunity, possibly for travel, for movement. That's really what it is. It's really about movement. Something that, again, you've honed, you've anchored in, you have taken responsibility for, you have been loyal to, you have honored this gift, and now it's ready to be seen, to be shown in its full beauty. Now to get the, what's the word? It's not just accolades, it's to witness the value being appreciated is the words I'm looking for. And that value ends up coming in some sort of monetary way, which is the fish, that financial card. You had to be really strategic, really cunning for you to finally get to this place of, I'm finally getting my wings. That's what it feels like. I'm finally getting a way to create some sort of momentum, as opposed to me freaking trying to flap my wings through a freaking mud. It's difficult or nearly impossible. So that's what this energy at the bottom here feels like. Combining these two energies for you, my lovelies, is saying to me here, again, this new journey or this opportunity for me to follow a destined path you took on. You took on that responsibility. You anchored it in. You didn't give up. You kept going. You're nearly there, You were loyal, like I said, to this gift that you've received and or honored whatever it is that you were developing, creating, etc. Now, ready for you to be honored, to be praised, for you to be shown and in the spotlight, so to speak, for the hard work, your cunning, your business acumen, your tenacity, again, your vigor for what you wanted, your belief, your slow and steady, your patience. And now you're getting financially, in some regard, rewarded. It could be in any way materially rewarded, but this really does feel like something, like I said, is being brought to light, and you worked on it for a while, so I cannot see how you would not be compensated in this material realm in some form of material compensation. Again, but it can come out in any way, of course, naturally. So my lovelies, there is this, it's again like this beautiful symmetry of time well spent on a very long journey. And now you're finally getting a chance to reap the rewards of your freaking hard work, my love. You're so close. And I feel like it's coming very, very, very soon. They're giving, they're bringing me to the 18th. They're definitely highlighting this number. So that might be very significant for some. And being 9 above it, it's just, there's something about that. So either way, there's something that is happening very soon for you, my lovely collective of pile 3. That's awesome. Since I did it for all the other piles, let's see what's underneath your deck. Oh, interesting. And we have the clouds. I feel like, again, yeah, it's like the disappearance or the removal of, again, this dark energy of removing yourself out of the darkness, out of the clouds, out of the mud, and finally being able to step into the light. That's what I'm truly getting. We have the rider underneath with news, movement, again. It's beautiful. Pile 3. It is truly beautiful. I love that for you. I do. I love that for you. You guys had a really smooth and direct message. It was very focused in one particular area. Creative venture, work in some way, something that you've been working on or building for a long time that probably definitely took many tries to launch or to ground or establish in some way. I love it. All right, let's get your closing messages, some sort of reminders, things you need to do while you're celebrating, etc. It says a small, delightful object. Okay. So maybe, again, a book. It could be a new crystal. It could just be a cup of tea. You know what I mean? There's something about this sort of stillness and the calm before the storm and the storm of goodness for you. Literally a storm of goodness. some compassion for yourself. I love that. So just be steady. Don't allow yourself to get too, anxious. Look, a small attainable goal. This is no small attainable goal. This is a humongous goal for you, but this small little goal right now feels like I just got a little bit more to do. That's what this is. Like just a little bit more to do. So I'm not going to fret. Amazing. I love that. So my lovely collective of pile 3, those are some of your reminders of what to do while you're celebrating. Knowing that this is happening, you're almost there. You are a winner. Repeat it to yourself daily. Oh, my beautiful collective, this was beautiful. Yours was much quicker than the rest of them, but clear and concise is always a good time too. I hope this message brought this beautiful smile to your face and you have extra reasons to celebrate. I'm sending you the most amount of love. Please keep watching your lives. Until next time, ciao.